This is a video I'm going to do real quick on assembly of a small block with a high-end head gasket. These multi-layer steel head gaskets. This is a Corvette 5236, I believe. It's a small block gasket designed for 350, and this is a motor that actually failed a head gasket. The other one was even blown more like that on that center. And it's rebuilt now with some JE pistons in it. But this is actually a GM ZZ3 motor, and so this is a pretty hot motor in itself. Steel crank, good rods, 4-bolt, roller camshaft, like 530 lift or something like that. All the good stuff. And I bought this motor many years ago to go in this car, which is supercharged. And it's out of it right now. Obviously, there's the supercharger over there. But I used before the GM head gaskets for the ZZ3 motor, which is like the Corvette ones. And there's your Corvette heads here. These are the aluminum heads that go back on there. There's just the factory ZZ3 heads that came with this motor here with the better valve springs and things like that. A little bit cleaned up, light polishing on them, nothing major. But on assembly of this, the big issue is the Corvette head gasket does not have the coolant bypass. And if you know where the coolant bypass hole is, let's go right here. We'll have, let me get this thing off the, come on baby, come off of there. It's on there real tight. Okay, so anyway, that's your coolant bypass hole. There's your coolant bypass hole right here, which goes to the, there's your water pump, looking at it from this direction. And all the older small blocks before the Vortec motors had this coolant bypass hole, and that is where the water goes when the thermostat is closed. And so if you don't have that, then the water just backs up and you have coolant issues with the thermostat closed. Now this isn't a race car, it isn't a race motor, so you can't just throw the thermostat out. So it's all got to work with all the factory options and things like that. So it is a high performance motor though, and so we're trying to do all this right. So this Corvette head gasket does not have the coolant bypass hole, as where you see the old factory or GM performance one actually does right there. So yeah, it's going to be a simple, let's drill a hole in there and run with that. But all the other holes line up, so that could be an overlooked issue on any of these aftermarket parts. And I'm not even sure they build a head gasket with that hole in it, Corvette. These multi-layer steel gaskets are usually designed for your serious race stuff, and being this has a blower on it, so you can see the 3 layers there. So I'm going to attempt to drill a hole through it, and I'm going to use it on my drill press, but that center layer is stainless steel, and stainless steel is not easy to drill through. So we're going to work with that and try and do it right. But I just wanted to make a video of that so other people wouldn't run into the same problems, because if I stuck that head gasket on there, I don't even know exactly what would happen, but I know people have done similar things like that and had problems. Hope that helps.